Hi everybody, GG Works again. Sorry it's been such a long time. Been wanting to do a few YouTube videos and just can't get around to it. But bear with me, I'll tell you what my latest project is. As you can see in front, I have this yellow box. Now what is this yellow box, you ask? Well, it is a parts washer. As you can see, well rusted. And this is a problem. I cleaned it. I've tried repainting it, but because it's a parts washer, you get the paint, you get rust on the inside, and of course when you close the lid to put it away, all that moisture being in the water, being a water-based system, it just rusts on the inside. So I thought, right, I've got to do something different. And what I've done is I've looked at various parts washers out there, but they are very expensive, and I thought, well, if it's stainless would be the best, but very expensive. So plastics are pretty good these days. What about a plastic washer? So what I've done is I've looked at various parts washers, and bearing in mind that I don't have a lot of money and it has to be something that has to be stored away, packed away, and brought out when I need it, then packed away again. So I've looked at various plastic ones, but they all seem to be $400, $500, $600, and it's very much similar size. And you do get larger, big plastic ones, but again, storage. It's not something that I can pack away. It's left out, and it takes up a fair bit of room. What would be ideal is if I had the room, is to get something, a parts washer, maybe about that size, nice and deep. That way it takes a lot of fluid and I can clean whatever I want and it's good. So here's my thought. So what I've done is I've looked at ones that are plastic, but they're very expensive. CRC make one which is green and black, I think. But by the time you get the fluid and all the pieces together, you're looking at $600-$700. That's a lot of money for a parts washer that I'm used. Well, I use it fairly often for cleaning, whether it's automotive, bike parts, stuff I'm working around the house, whatever it is. I'm using a parts washer, but I need it to be put away that doesn't give off vapors. You can tuck it away underneath a bench, move it around, and so I've come up with this. Right, let me tell you more about it. So it's not doing advertising. I'm not paid for this or anything like that, but so here's a good plastic box, good size, and if you were to fill that up with cleaning fluid, it's going to weigh a fair bit. So hence the reason why I got one of these boxes that comes with wheels. So you can have it, you can reuse it as a choice. Sorry, my tripod, I just bumped it. You can, as a trolley. So what you can do is you can pick it up, move it around. So that's easily movable, not a problem. Easy to do, easy to move, even though it's a fair weight. But what I've done is I've made it into a parts washer. So let me tell you more about it. Once again, I'll just shuffle this camera over, and what you do, unlatch it. Now you can still use this for your normal toolboxes. You can still clip in here. You can use the handle, but it's kind of difficult because it's still fairly heavy. What I've done is, there's your AC, your 110 volts AC. So this you just plug into the wall. I'll just put this at the back here. Right. Now what I've done is, this is a normal, I just added that to the wire because you're dealing with water-based fluid and you got 110 volts plugged in. It's potential of electrocution. So this is an RCD, so if it sees a breakdown of insulation, any issues, trips, so that it saves you. So what I'll do is I'll plug that into your 110. There you go, 110 is plugged in. As you can see it go click. So you see here green, and then if there's any fault it'll trip and it'll give you a red LED right there. You can actually reset it. Sorry, I'm not, there we go, that's better. So that tells you that everything's good. If you want to test it, you press the yellow button, that goes red and it trips. So now you get no power to anything. Right, you fix your problem, you plug it back in again, it checks the system out. If it's green, your installation is good. So that's what I've used here. There's the box. As you open it up, ta-da! There's your parts washer. How's that for a parts washer? So what I'm going to do just in the meantime, I'm just going to put it so the lid is up here. So just bear with me. I've got an idea of what I'm going to do here for that, but that's later. So that'll hold up. So as you can see here, I'll just come bring it to the side here. And what we'll do is we'll just zoom in. There's a nice tray. All my connections are all stainless. And there's the control box. So there's your AC coming in, here 110 volts coming into the box. Now pump, it's that one. Heater, being a water-based fluid to clean, it works much better when the fluid is heated. So I bought an Aquarium Heater, 500 watt. It's sitting in the bottom of the tank, meant to go in water, and it runs about 45 degrees C, and that heats up the water. It doesn't take that long. Give it maybe about 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and the water's warm enough that you can start using it. So let me just pan this up so you can see what's going on. That's the actual box here. One is for your pump, one is for the heater, and one is for the light. Light is just extra because as I'm getting old, it's much better with a bright light. So let me just move the camera around to the front. Zoom out a smidgen. Oops, sorry. Zoom out. There. So what we have here is I've got a light in the lid. Open that up. This comes out like so. Switch it on. So you got an LED light. That's allegedly it's IP66 rated, since it's sitting in a box. There's your one for your fluid, and all you do is you turn it on with a switch. As we can hear the pump going, that's your fluid coming out. You can wash whatever you want. This is a aluminium frame around here that's sitting at maybe about 2/3 the height, and this side is a stainless steel mesh, so the water can drain there, and you can put parts in there, but it's small enough that it won't drop through to the bottom. And this is a biodegradable fluid that I'm using. All the hardware that you see, I'll just turn this off, it's quieter. All the hardware that you see is all stainless, and everything's well connected inside. Got your wires, and what I've also done here is we just move around to this side. We can see in the bottom here, I'll just zoom in. I've also put a drain on there. So if you need to change your fluid, all you do is you just unscrew the cap, put a garden hose or drain it into a bucket, and you just replace the fluid. So, hope you like my parts washer. It's very easy to use, very convenient, and it's pretty cheap. Parts Right, let me see the parts for it. I'll do a list of all the parts. We're looking at a switch box. We look 2 switches. We're looking at a bit of AC wire, an RCD connector or RCD GFCI connector on it was used. I've used I just bought various boxes, sort of a plastic box like that I used and mounted it, so it's just sitting in the frame. I have all the electrical connections all done with these type of Wago connections. Easy to put the wires together inside. It's all connected in there. Everything is grounded or earthed, and the box was probably around $139 on sale, because what I did, there was 3 boxes. You can buy this in a stack of 3 boxes, and I'll certainly use the other smaller boxes that stack on top, but this will be the parts washer and only be used for that. It's got a rubber seal around there, as we can see at the top. This seal here, around here, that's all like a silicone seal, rubber seal. So that seals on here, so when you close the box, it's pretty impervious. No dust will get in, water won't slush out, and it keeps things pretty secure. So when I'm done, switch off the light, put this back in, just put these catches on there so it keeps the light up here, put that inside. This I still have to redo. Close that up. Sorry, it's a loud noise. And it's ready to go. So I hope you like my invention. It's not much of an invention. The plastic box is already out there, but this is a perfect. I've never seen one out there on any of the channels, on YouTube, on any of the. Nobody's came up with this particular idea. They came up with metal ones and cheaper ones and different ones, but not using one of these boxes. So hopefully this box is impervious. It's pretty tough. It's well sealed, and should do the trick. So thanks very much for watching. If you really want to see all the part numbers and cost for that, I would say in total I've spent probably 260 Canadian dollars on building this up. When I bought the thing, these were all on there, so they still fit in here. All you do is you just slot that in there. Right, there's your stack. You can stack another one on here, and of course this handle will go up, and you can stack whatever number, if you've got a bigger, deeper box. So you can take tools with you, you can take wherever you want, take it to wherever you need to go. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers for now.